Hello everybody and welcome to my video. Today I will be reviewing episode 6 of WandaVision. I'm going to be spoiling almost everything about WandaVision so far in this video, so please don't watch this if you don't want spoilers. If you don't care about spoilers, or if you've already watched WandaVision, then feel free to watch this video if you want to. Anyways, I thought this episode was pretty good, and I liked the disturbing tone of it, and I also liked how things are in the 90s now. Parts of this episode were just disturbing, but I like that. It just showed us more about how messed up Wanda's reality really is. The commercial in this episode was twisted, and so was what happened to Vision when he left Westview. That part made me so uneasy. I'm actually kind of interested to see, though, what would happen to Pietro if he left the Hexagon thing? Would he look like his original actor? Like, what's going on there? That raised a lot of questions, but yeah, this episode just had a really disturbing undertone, because at the front and center it was a cheery sitcom, but it was really, especially when Vision went around town, that was kind of scary. Pietro fit right in the sitcom world. He was like the cool uncle. He kind of reminded me of Uncle Jesse from Full House. Even though I'm not a fan of the actor swap, Pietro is funny here, and I liked Evan Peters' performance. I liked how the trailers have only shown footage up to this point. I might be wrong. Actually, I think there's like a teeny bit of scenes that will be later on, but I'm just happy that for the final 3 episodes, we won't have much footage to predict stuff with. I always hate it when a trailer gives almost everything away, and I don't think that's the case here, really. I think we'll be going into the last few episodes not knowing much, and that's good. I always like that with a show. I know some people don't like to be surprised with that kind of stuff, but I'm someone who does. Agnes is a character that I really don't like, so I'm happy she was only in this episode for, I think, like a minute. She's just really annoying, but I do feel like she's annoying because of Wanda's powers and because of the whole sitcom thing, and she's so over the top because of that. I will say though, Agnes seems like she's gonna be a bad guy later on, especially after this episode. There's something weird about her, but I don't like her right now. I think I will like her though. I think she's gonna become a lot more important to the MCU after this, so it's kinda cool. I'm happy she's gonna be like that, if she's not gonna be as annoying. Quicksilver fits really well in WandaVision because it's a sitcom. Actually, I think he fits perfectly, but I don't think he would be good in the normal MCU, which is much more serious like this. It's just, this is a much more light-hearted sitcom. It's because it is a sitcom. In short, it has undertones that are much more dark, but in this it's not too bad, and I think he fits great in here, but I just don't think he would go well in the normal MCU. But again, it might be kind of a thing like Agnes, where she would be a normal character, that's my prediction at least, but because of Wanda's influence, she's over the top and a little bit weird and eccentric. I think that might be the same thing for Pietro, and I hope it is, because if he comes back as a return character in the normal MCU, I think he has a lot of potential. This is a bit of a nitpick, but I never liked it when they do the whole hacker thing. Darcy hacked into stuff this episode, and it was really the cliche, like, I've hacked into the mainframe thing. And that's the kind of hacking that only happens in movies, and I never liked that. Whole thing with a sword director becoming bad and kicking Monica and all her friends out was super cliche in my opinion, and it felt really forced. It moved the story forward, of course it did, but in a very uncreative and lazy way. That's what I think, at least. This is just a thing that is in so many types of stories, at least in some kind of variation. It's not always like they're getting kicked out of a team, it's not always like that, but it's always in some kind of similarity, and it's just a very mid-season or mid-movie kind of thing that adds a forced conflict that I don't think is necessary. The credits were, once again, 7 minutes long. I won't even waste your time on this one because I complained about it every WandaVision video. But it's just so bad and so easy to fix. Anyways, I thought this episode was good. It wasn't outstanding, and some of the stuff seemed like it just happened for plot convenience, but I liked this as a whole. Like I've said before, I always talk about the negative stuff at the end, which kind of makes people watching this video think I hated this. But no, I said a lot of good things about this. I liked this. I liked how disturbing and scary this episode was, especially because it was a Halloween-themed one. I rate episode 6 of WandaVision an 8.5 out of 10. So thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed this video because it would really mean a lot. Make sure to tell me if there are any movies or shows you'd like to see me review next, and I will see you in the next video.